What's good? What's good? Okay, I have to run to the store, but I don't have a good angle, and I was already hella late. What's good, y'all? What's good? Okay, this ain't gonna work. This is not gonna work at all. So, where can I put y'all? Maybe right here. I just want to rap for a minute. So, it's more about, as always, and look, I got oh, you can't see with the sun. It's a prototype of one of my hoodies. I have two other samples, much better, on the way. So, but I just want to get right into it. I just want to get right into it. And this is really about doing the work on yourself and on your business when you're just at the ground level, when you're just starting, when you're small. There's so many little things that we overlook. We feel like, oh, we're not at a certain point to start doing that yet. The beginning is probably when you're working on the foundation, whether it's the foundation of ourselves, like I've said in every one of my videos since Hotel Honda. For me, self-development was my goal. That was my aim. I recognized at an early age that if I didn't hold on, turn every curve, at every interest in what is looking and what they work on after they've already gotten their wealth. So with that, when you're building a business, a company, when you're starting off as an entrepreneur, I've been an entrepreneur my whole life because I knew that I'm unemployable. I can't work for people. I'm way too fucking amazing to work for people. But I've always been self-employed. I've always reverted back to, I can sell some shit. I can make something and sell it. I can buy something and sell it for more. I've always been an entrepreneur. Always. I had a candy store out of my room when I lived with my family. It's always been something. And I'll say it every time. It's a completely different mindset when you're building wealth. A totally different mindset. It's a different game. Building wealth as an entrepreneur and just buying and selling something is a different section of the brain we're tapping into, right? So when it comes to holding ourselves accountable, when it comes to being focused, taking action, when it doesn't seem like there's no action to take, and that is when you're building a foundation. That is when you have the most work to do. If you find yourself with a lot of free time that you can fill with bullshit, including boredom, then you're not doing all that you need to be doing in this startup portion of your business. There's plenty of shit that you could be and should be doing. Every moment of my day is involving work. Every single moment of my day is working on one of my brands, building my company in some form, whether it's emailing. Now I'm on to emailing dispensaries and beauty supply stores. It's just putting out engaging posts just to keep my personal brand sharp and alive, because that is what draws traffic to my business. Everything I watch, everything, I don't watch TV, right? I don't watch entertainment TV. Everything I do with every 24 hours of my day is for my personal growth or my company growth. Period. That's it. Everything I talk about, everything, even to the woman. So I haven't updated you guys Right now, what I'm doing for an additional stream of steady income is I'm a care companion. It's a woman that I take care of. And so it's it was her and her brother, but now it's back to just her. It started off just her. And I rent a private room from the same complex that she lives in. It just turned out to be dope. A woman was renting a room on Craigslist, and it's perfect. So that's what I'm doing now for a steady stream of income while I build my business. And even with her, I have ideas. I'll tell her about it. And I don't have time for anything else. There's 20 because I have not reached. I don't have time for anything else. I don't have time for literally anything else. Nothing else. I don't have time to go on a date. I'm not even interested in dating anybody that is not a business owner and actively always constantly working in and on their business. If his conversation for me isn't all about business growth, what seminar he went to, or what audio book he's listening to or reading, or what if it's not aligned with the shit I'm doing, I'm not interested. I don't have time to socialize with you just for free. This No, because the wealthy, they utilize every moment of their 24 hours, and the poor bullshit their 24 hours. They bullshit many, many hours of their day, and I don't have it like that. I don't have it like that. I can't keep complaining about not having time when they have 24 hours that they bullshit around. But then they can tell you about the reunion episodes of bullshit. They can tell you about the latest episode of bullshit, the latest hot bullshit meme that's going around. How do you have time for all that? How do you have time for the real housewives of any kind of bullshit? How do you have time for love and hip hop or whatever the fuck the new hottest thing is? Empire, whatever. How do you have time to sit around and watch rich people do more shit to get rich, or watch poor ghetto ass people get rich off being poor and ghetto and just making our black selves look bad? How is that entertaining? How is that fun for you? And then when you talk to somebody in real life, all you got is complaints. That doesn't make sense. That's 1 hour that you could be working on your social media engagement. Do you have a business page for these businesses, for this business that you talk about? Do you have social media business page? It doesn't matter that you don't have an actual product yet. You need to be getting out there. We're still in a quarantine. It doesn't matter what's open and what isn't. The fact of the matter is we're still in a pandemic. Everyone is still on their phone. Everyone is still on social media. Why aren't you? Why isn't your business? Why are you just on one social media platform? There's no excuse. There's no excuse. And if you sleep 8 hours, okay, take away 1 hour. Get up an hour earlier to do something on or in your business, right? Take your lunch to work and eat at your desk if you can. Do work and eat while you're on your lunch break. You know what I mean? Start engaging on your lunch break. There's so many. Just think to yourself, calculate how many minutes that add up to hours in the day that you bullshit away, that you are not focused, active, and getting results on your business. That's how you're going to go far. If you're not listening to self-development audios, if you haven't listened to anything, even in my self-development playlist on YouTube, you shouldn't even talk about any type of business. You got 24 hours a day to focus 100% on your growth, on something that you can pass down. That might not even be a motivator for anybody. You may not even want kids, so that doesn't mean anything. But the fact of the matter is, we all have a purpose for why we were born. And it is something significant. The universe, God, uh, Yeshua, whatever of the 99 names that you want to call, the creator of all of this, the energy that turned all of this and us into matter, whatever you want to call it, lives through us. That's why we have these desires. That's why we have these things since we were a kid. It just doesn't go away. We just stop listening. So maybe the voice doesn't get desires and different ambitions that we have. But this is all the universe's way of traveling, of eating the best foods, of creating the hottest new thing, of inventing. This is, it's us. It's by way of us. So you're doing yourself and your creator and all of us, the people, a complete inhumane disservice by feeling like there's some honor in being poor. There's no honor in being poor. There's no honor in choosing to think negatively when you can choose just as easily to think positive. And you can choose to allow your thoughts to be your reality. I'm continuing, girl. And it's an accident. The police right here. Yes, always positive. What email platform? Oh, I missed that. I just want this. What? Wait. Um, shit. Am I turning here? No, I'm not. I'm just using my GoDaddy. I haven't started using. I have had a lot of Mailchimp, but I haven't used any. I'm emailing. I'm just coming direct. I have my, little spiel or whatever, and I just copy and paste that. So I started off. I started off by DMing smoke shops on Instagram, and then if they were interested, they would message me back and say, "Oh, email such and such, or just send it here." And so now that I've moved on to dispensaries, I email the dispensaries directly. I manually do it directly. I'm at the ground level, so I'm doing it, directly. I don't want it to be automated yet because I don't need to automate yet. I don't have. Right now, Oh, and I haven't told you guys. So my Createve Nomad LLC, I've decided from doing retail, from selling one by one to customer, I decided that that is not the business for me. I'm not a retailer. So I've taken my company wholesale. So when I'm emailing smoke shops and dispensaries, and for my lashes, I'm looking at getting them into beauty supply stores. I'm emailing them directly from my business email straight to their email. And I find them, I look for them on Instagram. So that's where I do my research, on Instagram. And I've set a goal for myself of to email 25 a day. And I also email celebrities. I contact celebrities, anybody with a blue check. I look through their pictures. If they're smoking anything, drinking anything, shit, I emailed E40 and Dame Dash. You never know. You never know who's looking for the hottest new bold entrepreneur. You never know. Why not put myself out there? Because why? I'm not big enough? Well, how the hell am I going to get big if I don't think big and do big shit and make big bold moves? You know what I'm saying? So I don't care that, they're celebrities or they're this, that, and the third. I'm a celebrity too. They just don't know me yet. You know what I mean? I'm big as shit too. They just don't know me yet. They haven't found that out yet. I'm the shit. I'm dope just like they are. So they need to know me. I need to know them. They need to know the products that I have. And so with my company, now my thoughts, everything, and I'm like Nipsey said, all money in, all money in. If it doesn't, I'm not eating any of my seeds. I replant all of my seeds, all of my seeds. I replant them all. I don't spend a dime on. I just bought weed for the first time a few days ago and got a hell of a deal and got a first time customer deal. And I won't be buying any again until my birthday on the 15th. And that'll be it. That'll be it probably until December because I'm going to try and make what I buy on my birthday last. So all money in and make bold moves. But for real, you have to focus, take action, and that's the only way you're going to get results. That's the only way you're going to get far. Even if it's not in business, the first step that I see a lot of people want to overlook, just because you have the desire to get money and to be wealthy and to be rich, it doesn't mean you're going to have the security within yourself, the confidence to be able to hold on to it or to be able to really maximize your efforts. So just don't waste time. Don't waste time. Don't feel like you're at the beginning, so there's nothing to do. There's plenty shit to do. You can't build a house until you have a good foundation. And you can try and half-ass the foundation because now they've brought all the materials to start building the house. So now you just want to rush through the foundation because your materials to build the house have arrived. Well, go ahead, you can proceed. And guess what's going to happen? You didn't take time to build a proper foundation strong enough to carry this beautiful, luxurious looking house that you had in mind. So spend the most of your time on the foundation. Nobody knows you. How do you have time? How is it that you have so much time and nobody knows you? How are you sleeping? How can you even sleep so much and no one knows you? Like, how can you literally get more than 6 hours of sleep and nobody knows you? And that's just coming from a nocturnal early bird who had to pull myself in. So for me, that 10 to 4 schedule is like, I wake up at 4. Unless I smoked indica going to sleep, I wake up at 4 feeling like I've slept for 10 hours. How the hell people actually sleep for 10 hours, I have no fucking idea. But how you sleep for 8 hours and you claim you have goals, and how do you have all this free time on your hands? I have no idea because, baby, I have no time. I have no time on my hands. Even this video right here, even this is content for my brand. Even this is not leisure. You know what I mean? I don't do anything that's just bullshitting around. Period. You can't. You can't. And where I've decided that I'm taking Creative Nomad, I want to be direct competition for Amazon. I want to be that in the black world. And when I say in the black world, I want to mean what I mean is I'm black, right? So the things that I'm going to put out there at these wholesale prices and for wholesale, and not even Amazon, probably more so like a Sam's Club. That's more so what I'm thinking, like a Sam's Club, because I don't want to shut out the retail buyers, right? But I don't want to do the 111, So It is more wholesale pricing, more bulk shopping, and more B2B, I would say, because I would like to be um, the distributor for, like for smoke shops to have my ashtrays and my trays and shit like that. It can be their brand on it, their logo on it. That's okay. But they're coming to me when they need more. They need to reorder from me. I want to be that plug, right? I want to be that plug for all Creative Nomad brand. I want it to be on a scale of like an Amazon. I think I can go ahead and say like an Amazon. If you want to get Creative Nomad brand, boom, this is the whole shebang. So with that, I don't have time. Like I can even use another, no bullshit, another 2 hours. If there was 26 hours in a day, that would be cool. But I don't waste my 24. So, you know, I really just want to drive the message home more than never giving up, more than just being busy. Many people are busy and unproductive. You talk to any employee that has been employee at the same place for 20 some years and has very little time because they're wiped the fuck out. When they get home, they just want to take their clothes off, sit down, probably don't even have the energy to eat. You know what I mean? And their dreams aren't even on the back burner anymore. Like they put that shit back in the freezer. They felt like I'm not gonna have time to cook this. I saw something that said 9 to 5 pays the bills. Your 6 to 12 builds the skills. You have to make time and make energy to focus on you and on your business. Period. So get more productive and more results. Pretty much, that's really what I want to say. More productive and more results. And I also want to show y'all, I do have the first set. And y'all disregard my nails. I took my nails off. My natural nails were grown because my nails grow, but they were so brittle and soft from having those fucking nails on for 3 months that they eventually all broke off. And my appointment is already made for my birthday, so I'm gonna let my nails rest until then. But this is the prototype of my Creative Nomad mask. I'm actually going to design one and then have my logo put on it. And this is just a guide. This is not even what the shirt's gonna look like. It's gonna be super dope. Hopefully, I'll have the samples of my shirts by my birthday, but I don't know. We'll see. They're coming from Pakistan, so we will see. We will see. Um, I have something else big coming with my cousin. I will tell you this. It will be a shoe line. I have it's a brand, but we're starting off with a shoe line. And I'm just going to leave it there because I'm pretty sure y'all probably thinking, oh, dope, whatever. But no, we're going completely not what you would expect. But we have that in the works. That will be launching with product. My goal for that is first quarter 2021. I also have definitely January, I will be launching my Creative Nomad Africa silicone molds. And hopefully, hopefully I can get a suitable mold for my ashtray, which I want to be Madagascar. Y'all, if y'all don't know, so this is Africa, right? This is the whole of Africa. This is Madagascar. So you see a lot of, like on pendants and jewelry, they have Africa without Madagascar. It's just that. But this is the full, complete Africa map, including Madagascar. So that I want to be an ashtray. That is coming first quarter, January 2021. And those are going to be, I'm gonna have those on my Creative Nomad website. I was going to do Fulfilled by Amazon. I was gonna do the FBA, and I'm like, you know what? No, let me just take this big girl bite right off my big girl plate and just put it on my own website, because I am a wholesaler now, right? And I want to distribute my own shit. So I don't need to fulfill it by Amazon. I'm going to fulfill it myself. Yes, it is. It is. It is. It's the Africa that's in my logo. So my logo, oh, I don't think you guys have seen my official logo. So this is my official logo. I have the Eye of Horus as the R, and my Africa globe as the O in Nomad. And then this, and I'm also going to have this on the back of my hoodies. And yeah, so they're gonna be dope. The merch is gonna be dope. The brand is gonna be dope. Being a distributor, being a wholesaler, it's all gonna be dope. So I've decided I had to think big. I was thinking too small with the retail, one by one by one by one. No, I was thinking way too small. But because I'm active in my business, right? Like, my business is registered. I've been a legally registered business, and I've been actively selling and promoting. And that is how I got to where I'm like, okay, retail is not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to move my shit on a larger scale, where where I'm trying to take my company is bigger, and I want to work with other companies. I don't want to work with the retail customers. I want to work with the businesses that have already established that retail side, that customer um, acquisition, and the customer relationship. That's the word I'm looking for. That have already established that, right? And so they trust the brands that company, like Target, for example. I'm here at Target. If I see something in Target and it's new, it's a new brand to me. Let's say it's just new to me. I'm going to feel more confident to try it because it's at Target. Because I trust that Target is not going to risk their reputation by bringing in some bullshit brand. And if it turns out to be a bullshit brand, I trust that Target is going to disengage from it quickly, right? So that's the angle I decided to go with my company, to get into smoke shops, to get into, thank you, um, dispensaries. And I think that'll be big, to get into dispensaries, to walk into a dispensary, shop around for your marijuana, and see my beautiful art pieces that are rolling trays and ashtrays. And if they just have, their logo on them or whatever, or if it's in like a Pier 1 type place where it can be, if your business is more for like the vanity trays or some shit like that. So with that, I would have never gotten there had I just been stationary. Pretty much that's my point. You have to stay moving forward in actual action. Having ideas in your head is one thing, but you have to know how you're going to get there. How are you going to acquire your customers? How are people going to find you? How are you going to market your business? How are you going to promote your business? How are you going to um, engage with your potential customer. Who is your customer? Who are you trying to engage? What's the lifestyle of your customer? How does your customer live? How does your customer think? How do they shop? This is all research. I don't have time to fucking sit up and watch Nene do a goddamn thing because I got to answer these questions for myself. You know what I mean? I don't have time to sit up and watch 50 Cent pull his dick out or whether or not he did on his fucking show. I don't have time for that because I have to answer these questions. And I'm only going to be able to answer these questions by focusing on my business the same way they focused enough to get to where they are. It's not entertaining for me watching wealthy people do wealthy people shit. No. So I listen to the ones that give the advice to the people like me that are trying to get to where they are. I'm accountable for every moment of my day. I'm accountable for my attitude. I have a great day every single fucking day. That's not YouTube bullshit talk. That's me on here with no earrings, no motherfucking makeup on, no eyelashes on, telling you that I am in control of me 100% of 100% of my day. How you doing, Shalanda? I'm blacknificent. I'm blacknificent every day, every moment of the day. Everything goes well for me. I always have a great day. I always sleep well. I always have a great night. Why? Because I choose to. It doesn't matter what happens externally that I can't control. Here's what I can control. I can control whether or not I have a phenomenal fucking day. And every day I have a phenomenal day. Hey, what's up, lady? Every single day because I choose to. I choose not to respond to bullshit. So then it doesn't affect me. I choose to live in the present. And when I say live in the present, I've spoke about it before on the Get Paid with Createve Nomad show on those episodes. Who did I first hear? I first heard it from Jim Rohn. And then I heard it from Zig Ziglar. And I believe Zig Ziglar is the originator, or I don't know who's the originator of, but those are the two people I heard it from. You're either a meaningful specific, which a meaningful specific, we live in the present, or you're a wandering generality. Wandering generalities are depressed by the past and anxious about the future, but they're never in the present. What did they say? When they're at home, they're thinking about all the things they need to be doing at work. When they're at the office, they're thinking about all the time they need to be spending with their family, and they're never nowhere at any time. You're never anywhere. Be present 100% of the time. In the moment, is anything fucking with you? In the moment, is anybody talking to you crazy? Right now, in this moment. In this moment, or you're or is someone taking your car? In this moment, be present at every moment. Focus on the now. If you have a list of 12 things that you got to do, guess what? You only got to do the next thing next. That's it. Don't worry about the second, the third, the seventh, the ninth, the 12th. You're not there yet. You just have to do the next thing next. If there's 5 things you got to do before the sixth thing, why the fuck are you anxious and worried and concerned about the sixth? You're not there yet. So focus, be present, and what do you have to do right now? What is the next thing you have to do to get to that next step? It's like in school, there are prerequisites. You cannot take this course until you take this course. Why? Because there are things in this course that you learn about in this course that will help you understand this course. Had I never taken the first step, and we're not even going to say the first step is getting your business registered with the state. The first step is actually creating or having a product to sell or a service to sell and you sell it. That is, right, your step. So let's say you don't do that, but you keep it in your head. You're going to do this. You got this great service. You got this great product, blah, blah, blah. You're amazing. You're dope. You're going to do it. Boom, boom, boom. And then this. And then you're going to have all these clients and this. This is all in your head. In your head theory, it's perfect, right? But the only thing you got to do is just get started. If you never get started, you will never know if that is exactly what you turned out, if that's what it turned out to be for you. Or if from doing that, you're like, okay, 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 this is good, this is good. Oh, but other avenues open up. Now, as you go, you see, oh, okay, so, oh, this is where I want to go with my company now. Okay, let's switch gears. The goal is still, now let's, you see what I'm saying? So you have to get started. And once you get started, you realize how much work you have to do. And you can't get it done by procrastinating or not doing it. And you can't think hard enough about it to make it just magically get done. You have to fucking do the shit. You have to do it. You have to say, look, I can't hang out today. I got shit to do. You can't take a nap when you get home from work. You have to get it done. 9 to 5 pays the bills, 6 to 12 builds the skills. And that 6 to 12, that time that you put in for yourself, on yourself, that is going to give you the biggest return on investment than your job ever could. Because that is someone else's. And their goal when they got in business was not to pay you enough so that you can quit and go start your own business. That was not their goal. No one ever said, I want to open up a business so that I can employ people and make them wealthy. That's not going to happen. So you can work overtime, triple time. You can work every weekend for someone else. You can work 100 motherfucking hours a week if you want to. You can work 80 hours a day for someone else. Guess what? You're going to have more. Everyone else is going to get bigger chunks of your money. The IRS is going to take more out in taxes because you got way too much hours worked in a week. You're either going to work all them hours for overtime, again, that's going to get ate up by taxes, or regular pay because maybe they don't pay overtime, but they need the extra hours. And they're not going to hire more people. Why? Because they got foolish you that are going to work 100 hours. So they're not going to hire anybody else to what? Make it easier on you? No. Because if you wanted it to be easier on you, you would put in the discipline and the time for yourself. So that now you know how to manage your finances and you're like, okay, let me get serious here. What are my actual needs? What do I need to survive and be able to keep my body functioning healthily so that I can continue to go to work and continue to develop myself and my business? Okay. So, all right. From my needs, how can I lower the expenses, lower what I'm paying on my needs, right? Okay, if you need coffee every day, then I suggest you buy coffee, buy a coffee maker, and make that shit at home. If you need Starbucks, guess what? Starbucks sell coffee to brew at home. Buy that shit, take it home, brew that shit at home. Why go and give someone $5, $6, $7 when all you got to do is wake up an hour earlier because you sleep too goddamn much and make some fucking coffee, put some ice in it, buy all the fancy shit you need. And instead of buying top of the line fancy shit, buy the fancy shit at the 99-cent store. I mean, come on. Live within your means of being a so-called entrepreneur or a business owner or a business startup, if this is who you claim you are. Because again, I've been an entrepreneur my entire life. I remember when I started my candy store back in 2000 in St. Louis, Missouri, out of my bedroom. I had a Sam's Club membership. Oh, bulk. Okay, what did I do? I started buying candy. I bought, that was back when we were smoking the Philly blunts. I bought a box of 50 of the Phillies. I was selling Phillies. I was selling candy. I was selling fucking pickles. Man, I was the plug on the block. McCreetown. I had that shit popping. Popping. That's what I do. That's what I do. I'm gonna I'm gonna start cooking, and guess what? Solar Mama Africa. I'm gonna start selling motherfucking West African food. Period. The shit gonna be popping. I'm gonna go buy the containers, buy the shit I need. Look, we got it popping. I'm gonna put that shit all over social media, and I'm gonna have motherfuckers knocking on my door, taking orders, calling. I'm coming to pick up. Do you deliver? Look, so if that isn't just a natural part of who you are, right? And you're working, you have to. If this is your language, if your language is you're gonna be a business, you're hi James, how are you? You're gonna do this, you're gonna do that, but you spend zero time on your foundation, then I don't want to be the one to break it to you, but you're not going to do anything that you say, because you're not giving any time or respect to the foundation. You need to be busy being productive so that you can get results. You can't wait until you have all the materials to say, "Oh, okay, now I'm going to get cut." They're not just going to magically appear. How are you going to get your customers? Where do your customers live? How do your customers want to live? These are all things you need to know. And I remember telling this to one of my homeboys that I've known for over 20 years. And he just could not relate. Again, I've been doing self development and reading. Like I told you guys, my mother had me read Think Big when I was 14, you know? So this whole world is not new to me. Now I'm at the point of putting it together. So he just could not understand what I meant. Just like 8 years ago, 10 years ago, I didn't understand what it meant to find your customer. Who is your target audience? He was like, everybody my target. Everybody that, okay. And I tried to break it down to him with the bullseye, with darts. I said, you notice how on the bullseye, all the outside marks are the 5 points, the 10 points, the 20 points. As you get closer in, the points get larger. It's the same when you are in business. You have to define your target audience. Okay, yeah, your target audience as far as who can benefit from what you're doing. Okay, is the entire planet. Great, great. Pull out your bazooka and aim for the entire planet and see how fucking much luck you have. See how many results you get from that without blowing your own self up. You cannot. You cannot. And the more I even with that analogy, I'm like, and you notice how when you get to the center of the bullseye, right? It's either 50 or 100. Boom, you hit the bullseye. It did not sink in. It just did not sink in. You will not be able to reach everyone. Period. You cannot reach everyone. And I heard Gary Vee say something the other day that was great. Don't try to convince people. Someone asked him a question, how do I convince such and such? He said, you don't. Why are you trying to convince people? You know what I mean? That's a fucking scam. Go for the people who already think like us. Aim for them. Why are you wasting time trying to convince people? I don't want to. Okay, so here, when he said that, I immediately smiled and thought about something that I'm doing. So before I DM the smoke shops, And I'll say the smoke shops before I move on to the dispensaries. But before I DM the smoke shops, I find them, I check out their page, I follow them, and then I'll message them. What I love are the ones who follow me back. They'll see, they'll read my message, they won't reply, but they'll follow me back. So I'm on their radar. This, I won't need to convince them. They're interested. They just want to see more. So that makes me think about, okay, the content that I post. Okay, don't just post anything. Okay, because you have these people that you contacted, that you sent your work to, that you are trying to acquire as a client. Now they're following you, right? So, if, where do I want to go with this? By knowing who my target is, I'm able to aim at them, and I'm able to even graze them. If I don't hit them, a hit for me is getting an actual contract. Grazing is when they follow me back. So I graze them. So that means my focus, I'm on track. I'm on track. If I'm out at 5 and 10, the ones that don't follow me back and don't respond, okay, I'm not even focused on that. I'm gonna keep it moving. I'm gonna keep it moving. Once you follow me, I feel like I have you in my web. It is my job now to put out whatever it is that you're waiting to see. I don't need to convince you, but you're waiting to see something. So I need to keep my creativity sharp. I need to keep all of my engagement on point, because I have you in my web. I'm not going to lose you. And the only reason I was able to get them in my web is because I know who my customer is. And because I started off as retail, not only do I know my client, but I know our customer, right? I know exactly what our customer want. I know uh, um, how they live. That's what I'm trying to say. I know their lifestyle. I know they like creativity. I know that my customer and my clients' customers are, and my clients, they're creative. They like different. They like things that you can't just go and get anywhere, that you can't just go and see anywhere. If you go into their home, more than likely they're going to have um, conversation pieces, whether it's in their furniture, whether it's some kind of decor, whether it's how they cook. It's something about their lifestyle in their home is going to be a conversation, is going to draw attention. This is, and that's not everybody. You know what I mean? That's not at the 5, 10, the 20. No, these are certain people. I know that. So if you don't know that about your business, about your customer, you don't have time to socialize. You just don't. Because, baby, there are people out here grinding, grinding every minute of every day. They're on social media watching. They're not on there for shits and giggles. When I'm on social media, I'm looking at this little square or whatever it is. I'm looking at, okay, when did this get posted? Okay, how many engagements do they have? Okay, now let me analyze this picture. Let me analyze the caption. Okay, what did they, okay, how many followers? Okay, I'm looking at this from a marketing angle, from a business perspective, not just, yeah, it's cute, ha ha ha, whatever. And I don't even have a lot of that coming across my page, because I need to be inspired at every moment. I need to be challenged at every moment. I need to constantly think about how I can be better at every single moment. Everything I do needs to be so that the next time I do it can be better. Period. I don't, and for me that is entertaining, because one of the things growing up that I've always said that I had a hard time articulating, because people don't understand it, is I wanted to be famous and wealthy just off being me. I wanted to inspire people to never ever give up, and I wanted to get paid to just be me. Period. It's not a, oh, I want to be this, I want to be that, I just wanted to be me. Period. And I want to inspire. Growing up, people used to tell me, oh, you should be a counselor. I used to hear that. You should be a therapist. I used to hear, it's always something when it comes. I've always been told I should be something in regards to um, guiding, mentoring, and helping people. And I agreed on a human level, but not on the professional level of being a counselor, a therapist. I never wanted to be any of that shit, but I understood why they said it. I never wanted to be that, but I've always wanted to be an inspiration to and for people, just to be your fucking self. And that is why Snoop was an inspiration for me, because y'all just don't know how many people, especially family members, especially relatives that I was born into a bloodline with, those strangers were the biggest ones that told me that I won't be successful because I curse so much and because I smoke so much. And I just said bullshit to all of it. I'm like, well, fuck that. Fuck that. I'm not going to stop trying because I disagree. I disagree. I think I will be wealthy, famous, and successful with my motherfucking potty mouth that keeps a blunt in it. Like, period. Or me and Ali. Or my bong. Like, I don't care. I don't care. And at anything I do, I've been successful at it. Everything I've done, I've been successful at it. I've been a hairstylist with the rich fucking housewives of Edina, Minnesota, standing behind them doing their fucking hair cursing. And they cursing right with me. I mean, I've had bitches tell me, oh, you're great at what you do. You would be so much better if you weren't Muslim. Really, bitch? Okay. And I think I'm motherfucking great. I don't care what you think. I don't. But how you like your hair? Oh, I love it. I know, bitch. And I'll see you next time. So it's just like, don't, don't. More people like to be told what they want to hear when it comes to keeping them lazy and complacent. But when I tell people that you can, like, you actually can do whatever you want to do as long as you believe that you can and you take the necessary actions to doing it. You can't just say it and sit on your ass. You have to fucking focus, take action if you want to achieve results. You have to. You have to pay attention to everything that happens in your path. And when I say in your path, I mean in your day. Every little thing that happens, pay attention to it. Not to point the finger, but to, when you get back in your car, when you get back home, you think, what could I have done differently? How did I handle that? What did I learn from, what did I need to learn from that? What did I need? Not to the point to where now you're living in the past. In the moment, analyze as it like, when it becomes, oh, that's Aldi right there. When it becomes a part of life, developing who you are at every turn, at every moment, you can do it in a split second, in the moment. In the moment, you see something in the moment, you just, okay, no, I don't need to say that. You think about, what I think about the future is karma. That is how I think about the future. Not even in an anxious way, but I use it to stay present so much that if some bullshit happens in my presence and I want to say some slick shit in response or just out loud, um, I'll think about, okay, how is this going to affect my business? How is this going to affect my future clients that are already coming my way? How is this going to affect sales that are already coming my way? I don't mean sales that I know. This is a part of me being grateful. Sales are coming, clients are coming, you know, checks are coming. So I don't want to say or do anything that will prevent the universe from helping me achieve my goals in the moment. So I just let it slide. Even if I'm scrolling, even if I'm scrolling on social media and I see something that uh, urges me to want to type a response or type a comment that isn't just a funny comment or isn't just laughing at whatever it is. If the post is a little more controversial, and you know I don't find controversial shit funny, least of all when it's at my black demise, right? So I've been commenting, and as I'm typing, I'm like, why? Why do I need to? Do I really need to share this in a comment? This isn't my page. This isn't my post. You know, I stay in Facebook jail because I express myself, and I'm a Facebook shareholder. Each time I go in jail, I'm just going to buy another share because I'm like, fuck it. You know, you're not going to keep censoring me. And since I use Instagram and WhatsApp heavily, I might as well be a part owner in that shit. So I stay in Facebook prison because I express myself on my page. But when it comes to the comments of someone else's something, I'll delete that shit. And I'm like, why? What's the, are these words gonna help somebody? Are they gonna anger somebody? Is it gonna get a bunch of ads to me, to bullshit that I'm not gonna respond to because I said what I said and that was it? You can just scroll past my comment. Why put all that energy out there? And I won't even comment, and then I'll just keep scrolling. You know, I have to check myself, and I do check myself because I don't want that karma coming back on me or my business or my growth. And the level that I'm vibrating on, I can't allow myself to have it lowered. I don't allow, I'm going to say it again. I know I said it in the Get Paid series, but I cannot reiterate this enough. You guys, I do not even let people say low vibrating bullshit to me. Yeah, it's just how they feel, whatever, but I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear your complaints. I don't want to hear it. I don't. I'm human like you are. And what the fuck? This whole conversation is just, it's not productive. I don't want to hear it. Period. And I do apologize if that offends anybody, but I don't want to hear it. I just only, I only want growth and high vibrations, and that's what I want for you guys. And it's all within your control. Start with the man, the woman in the mirror. It's all within your control. I don't feel bad to cut people off. I don't want to hear that shit. I walk it like I talk it. I live exactly what I recommend. I live it. I live it every single day. And I've been on this journey since I was 12 years old. Since I was 12. It's the first time I told you guys when I looked in the mirror and I called off everything about myself that I love. And from that point, I just had to keep developing, keep figuring out who and what at every turn. At every turn. So, and my mother, she wouldn't, she used to always say garbage in, garbage out, garbage in, garbage out. She controlled what I watched. She wouldn't let me, I couldn't watch The Simpsons. It was an episode she didn't like. I was watching, I used to have what, Pee Wee Herman's Playhouse. And there was a portion in that that it was like he was a devil or I don't know, something. And she happened to see a glimpse of that. She would not let me watch that movie anymore because she saw a glimpse of that and she just felt like it was, no, garbage in, garbage out, garbage in, garbage out. She did not. And when you just grow up like that, at this point it's just like breathing for me. So I don't I don't allow people to complain to me to talk to me and have bullshit conversations. Um, it's just not interesting to me. I'm bored. I really just want to end the whole communication, period. And this is why all of my mentors are cyber mentors, because I've yet to find the people in my life that have productive conversations, that vibrate on the level of achieving their goals, that constantly think and live and walk and talk on a positive note for themselves and others. Shit happens in my life and I still keep it moving. Everything happens for a reason. It's not a coincidence. And when you make decisions, you don't know what. When I made the decision to accept this care companion position, I didn't know all the things that were going to happen from that. Like, all everything that has happened from that decision that has been in my favor and to my benefit, and I have even gained financially from. I I didn't know. I didn't know all of this was going to happen. I didn't expect any of this to happen. Is it in line with where I'm going? Yes, it is. Is it a part of something that I manifested? Yes, it is. But you can't you just don't know what's going to happen. But when you follow what your purpose is, when you follow your goals, when you have a plan and you set your intentions, when you set your intentions and you follow through with the proper action, maximum effort, remember, the universe conspires to help you. The universe is on your side, or God, if that's what y'all prefer. God is on your side. When you set your intentions and follow through with action, maximum effort, you're going to achieve your desired result. You're going to get your desired result. And things are going to happen that you couldn't have even fathomed. You couldn't have even prepared for, but it's all going to be in line. And knowing who you are helps to make decisions on where you're going. Knowing who you are helps you make decisions on where you're going. I mean, I would imagine that it would be easy to say, I want to be rich. I don't know. For me, I want it to be me, and I want it to be wealthy off that. And I do want to be famous for being the CEO of Never Giving Up. I want to be famous and well known for inspiring so many people to take action. You know what I mean? To just take action. And I've done that through being a makeup artist, through being a hairstylist, through being an artist, through being a designer, you know? And just to be me. So knowing yourself is key. I won't keep you guys. I need to run in here and get the things I need and get back to Miss Pam. I will definitely have to tell you guys all about this whole journey, because this has been uh, quite the ride. My first 2 weeks was quite the ride. So anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I want you guys to go far. I want you guys to succeed. I really do. Anyone who wants to, I want you to. Anyone who's trying to do something, to build, to create something, I wish you all the best. But what I wish you the most of is endurance, discipline, and action. Take action. Now is the time to be on every social media platform. You need to remove the word can't. You are all you need. And the belief that you are all you need, the belief that everything is capable, the belief that if you set out to do it and you do not give up, the universe will make sure to turn that energy into the tangible matter that becomes your life reality that you're living. If you're, you know, it doesn't matter that you are living paycheck by paycheck right now. Set your intentions to um, saying that you want to have better control of your finances. You want to have more financial literacy. And then start taking action to do so. Oh, well, how do you do that? Well, you can start by reading The Richest Man in Babylon. That is a great financial plan. You think it's just, no, that is a great financial plan. Listen to it, listen to it, listen to it. Follow that financial plan. Listen to it to stay motivated. Follow that financial plan. Like I started off saying, go over your necessities, what you absolutely need to survive, and then narrow down how you can lower them. How are you spending too much money on these necessities? Can you, do without them? And then you're paying. What really got me about that is when he said, "You pay everyone but yourself, you fool." You cannot live in this world without paying. You pay your landlord. You pay the clothes maker for your clothes. You pay the grocer for your groceries. You pay the store for your gas. You pay the electric company for your electric bill. And if you don't pay these things, it doesn't matter. You get what I'm saying? You pay the cell phone company for your. But when you get your paycheck, you do not pay yourself. 10% of whatever your paycheck is, you should be setting aside. That is yours. Now you have 90% of your paycheck left to pay all the rest of the people. So then at the end of the month, this 10%, that is what you have been paid for working for the month. Now, at the end of a certain amount of time, that money should be invested to where now that money is off making money. It should be invested into something that you can get passive income from, not some, you know what I mean? Don't go and say you're gonna start an ice cream truck. Well, you have to work there, or do you have someone that you can hire that can drive, that can work the ice cream truck? Boom, that'll be perfect. Do you have a kid that's old enough? Boom, you can do that. But, and now you have 10% from your paycheck and 10% from this other thing. Now, again, pay yourself. You have to pay yourself. So many of people work and never pay themselves because they think, just like old boy did, that everything you earn is yours to keep. That's why you're constantly broke, because you spend all your money and it wasn't yours. Right? So then you're using your last check or your last two paychecks to put together to pay your rent or your mortgage. That's silly. But that is how the majority of Americans live, and they bullshit with their 24 hours. And because they work so hard for someone else, they rely on that empire when it comes on once a week or however the fuck often. They rely on watching their soap operas because they get to go brain dead and just laugh at nothing, or just look at a bunch of shit, or look at people on these shows that have an idea, write it down, start on it, and become wealthy over the course of 10 years. You sit here and watch them do it, but you won't do it yourself. It doesn't make sense. How is that entertaining? Get your finances in order. Build up your confidence. Build up your self assurance. You have some purpose when you were born, something that you strongly desire to do, to give to the world, and you're not doing it. Do it, is all I'm saying. Do it. Just get started. Just do it. That's it. That's why Nike's slogan is just do it, because there's no more, there's no less. Just do it. Nike's a fucking genius for that. Nobody else can use it. They already got it. They already coined it. So just do it. You walking around with Nikes on your feet and you're not doing a fucking thing. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. You might as well put on some kids or just go to Payless and get some no name ass white girls. And that's no offense to Caucasian women, but we used to call them white girls back in the day. But just do it, you know? Just do it. That's it. So I'm gonna go. The sun is setting very beautifully. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. It's been over an hour. I appreciate y'all. Um, and again, I just really had to get the message out. It's not about, being made up, being polished, blah blah blah. Y'all know me. I keep it 1,000, and shit, it could be a black screen. As long as you got the message, that is my point. And I'm probably gonna come back and really chit chat with y'all for my birthday because I'm sure I'm going to be feeling an abundance of just shit that I'm gonna want to get out, and then it's gonna be like a rebirth for me. I really love my birthdays. Y'all know it's like a progress. Um, everything. So I'll probably see you guys again on the 15th. I wish you well. I want you all to go far. Take action and just fucking do it. Think on paper. Write down your thoughts, your goals. Write down your action plan. Write down your action steps, how you're going to get there, when you're going to get there by. We all say the same thing because you know why? There was a point in time where we felt like we can skip some steps, and then it got to the point to where we bumped our head enough and was like, you know what? Let me try to write this shit down. Let me try to take and then we started getting results, and now we're starting to, and so that's why we all say the same thing. That's why from Zig Ziglar, Jim Rohn, Warren Buffett, fucking Napoleon Hill, 1932, the message is always the same. Uh, Richest man in Babylon, fucking BC, AD, whoever the fuck knows. The Alchemist, it's all the same because it's all the same. Energy doesn't change. Energy creates matter. That's never going to change. It's never going to change. Period. You know what I mean? Numbers are never going to change. Mathematics, arithmetic, it's never going to change. The formula is never going to change. So, you just have to do it. You just have to do it. There's no shortcuts. However, whatever motivates you. One thing I found for myself, kids was never a motivation. Nothing external, honestly, for me, nothing external was ever strong enough of a motivation for me. And it used to make me feel bad as a mother. Like, why aren't my kids enough motivation for me? Well, because my journey started before I had kids. And I was me. I was a human being before I had kids. So I don't see, for me, how anything external can be such a motivating force when I'm me all day long and I have to get back to me. So, whatever it is for you, if money is the motivator, I'm not gonna knock you. If it isn't, if whatever it is, you're not going to acquire anything unless you take action. Period. Whatever it is, you have to get the fuck out there and get after it. No one's going to come and give you an invitation to say, you know what, it's the perfect time. Your time is up. No, no. Good things do not come to those who wait. I strongly disagree with that. Crumbs come to those who wait. Good things comes to those who go out and fucking get it. The early bird gets the worm. That one I agree with. The early bird gets the worm. Do you know why? Not because the bird woke up early and sat in its nest waiting, because the early bird woke up and was like, you know what? I can't sit in this fucking house. I got to get out and get it. Oh, look, the worms are coming up because it's cool, it's dark, it's early in the morning, and it thinks all the birds are sleeping. No, well, here I am. Got you. The early bird gets the worms. Nothing but crumbs comes to those who wait. So you can keep waiting for your turn if you want to. Or, like double dutch, you can watch them ropes and jump in when it's a go. You're not waiting. I used to be that waiting double dutch. They used to be like, Shalanda, jump in. And I'm back and forth. I'm that got the hand. I got the hand like I'm testing. If y'all jump double dutch, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? When you just they be like, Shalanda, my arm's getting tired. Jump in. That's called procrastinating. Scared, nervous, don't want to get hit by the rope. Baby, you gonna get hit by the rope. You're gonna get hit by the rope. You're gonna get hit by um, coronavirus, quarantine. You're gonna get hit. You're gonna get hit. But it's just about getting back up. Getting back up, knowing that um, you still have more to do. The goal has not been fully achieved and realized yet, and you got to get going. So you're going to get hit, but get the fuck back up. It's all right. It's all right. So you guys have a fantastic evening. It's beautiful out here. And I wish you guys well. My face looks really swollen. Probably been eating too many potato chips at night. High munching. Motherfucking indica got me smashing. Anyway, y'all, I'm just talking shit. I will see you guys on the next episode. Oh, and I have a laptop now, so I can record videos. But you know what the odd thing is now? I really do not have time to sit and record a video and edit and I do not have the hour in the day to do that. So it's gonna be lives. But you guys can share them. I'd love that. You definitely can share them. Email them to whoever you think could use the message. That would be dope. Um, I know I said when I got a laptop, I'm going to do videos, blah, blah, blah. Or when I got an SD card, whatever I said. But I don't have time. I don't have the time in the day to do that. Especially now that I've taken my company into wholesale and distribution. I got to acquire clients. And I'm trying to figure out who I need to contact with Target. If I need to contact, if they have a buyer that I need to contact, or who in Target corporate do I need to contact? Because um, I would love to get some of my products in here. Even if it's not the uh, epoxy, any of my epoxy art, my lashes could be in here. But I think my trays would be dope in Target. Absolutely. All right, you guys, I'm going to get out of here and so I can get back home and finish. Because my 6 to 12, baby, or should I say my 4 to 10, is all on growth. So I'm in Target. You guys have a great evening. I will see you guys on the next video. Be on the lookout for Creative Nomad merch coming soon. Oh, shit. And it's a quarantine. Wait, let me. Thank you. Yeah, there we go. There we go. All right, you guys. Y'all have a good night. I will see y'all next time. Peace.